this MacBook obviously has the well-known problem of the third generation butterfly keyboard mechanism, butterfly keyboard system in general. So basically, to put it this way, what we're going to do is I'm going to be giving a tutorial, on how to use the VoiceOver screen reader on Mac. And I'm going to put this into a potential video series. I am not totally sure yet, but it is possibly going to happen. We don't know for sure. So as you know, VoiceOver is a screen reader that was created by Apple that is a gesture-based system. And with, this being gesture-based, we have to think, you can use the gestures like you would on your iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, iPod Touch, Apple TV in a way. That's what's on VoiceOver, and obviously Mac. So now, after we went over what devices can support VoiceOver, let's go over how do we enable it. So we are going to go, so I have my mouse here, my magic mouse. So I'm going to be, obviously in your menu bar you have, I have Zoom US, meeting settings. So we're going to go to the Apple icon, click on System Preferences, click on Accessibility, click VoiceOver, and then click Enable, because there's a checkbox to enable it. Well, you can also ask Siri to do it too. There's a Siri icon up in your menu bar, along with there's also an icon for, on your touch bar that you can do, or you can just hold down Command and Space. Or Command Option Space. I'm forgetting what the command is to activate Siri on Mac. Or you can use Hey S-I-R-I. I'm not saying the full word because otherwise, she'll activate on your device. So now, the way that you would turn on VoiceOver, like for me, how I have it set is, there's another way you can. So with the Touch Bar Model Max, this square button that's to the right of your touch bar, you triple click on that button. I'll show you what it does.
Accessibility shortcuts. Use the Tab key to navigate, and press space to toggle an option.
So that is what that does. So then I'm gonna check to make sure we're still going good. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the method that I was taught before. This was on, this is on the MacBook Airs. I'm not sure if it's with the new models, but on the older Airs, older Pros, and the 12-inch MacBook, how you would turn on VoiceOver is, obviously, if you're not familiar with a Mac keyboard, obviously you have the regular standard QWERTY keys, plus your Tab, Caps Lock, Shift. You get the gist of it. Enter, Shift, Backspace. Yeah. And on Windows, there's Windows, Control, Alt, and Function. Well, on Mac, we have Command, Option, which replaces your Alt key. You have the Control key, and then you also have a Function key. So if you press and hold that on touch bar models, it brings up the function keys. To the right of your space bar, you have Command, Option, and then your arrow keys. So what we're going to do is I'm going to discard my mouse, set it off to the side here, and we're going to be mainly using the keyboard. We are not going to use the trackpad. We're not going to use the mouse. We're mainly just going to stick to using good old-fashioned key commands here. So what we do is we hold down that command key, we triple click that small square button.
VoiceOver on Zoom.us, Zoom share to our window, system dialog, mute button. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control, Option, Space.
Oh yeah, I better slow that down. Hold on.
Trackpad commander off. Trackpad commander on. VoiceOver muted. VoiceOver muted. Mute button. Menu bar, Apple. Apple menu. System preferences, ellipsis. You are currently on a button. To click this button, system preferences, window, S, Y. Into R. 4 items back, dim button. Out of toolbar. S. System preferences. Align with the chart. Apple ID, image. Apple, family, preference, scroll area. In preference, scroll area. Desktop, mission, start, left, move, internet, wallet, touch, users and groups, accessibility button. You are currently on a button inside the scroll area. To click this. Loading accessibility, window, toolbar. You are currently on a toolbar. To interact with the items on the toolbar, press Control, Option, Shift, down arrow. Accessibility, accessibility features table, overview, accessibility features table, overview, vision, VoiceOver. You are currently Zoom. You are currently on VoiceOver. You are out of accessibility features table. VoiceOver provides spoken, enable, open VoiceOver training button, open VoiceOver utility button. VoiceOver utility window, utility categories table, general, in utility categories, in text, general. Out of text, verbosity, speech. You are currently navigation. You are currently navigation, speech. You are currently on out of utility categories table, voices, pronunciation, text, music, customize language list, and language button. Remove select help button, help button. Remove and language button, customize language list table. In customize language list, take English, voice, app rate, 90 rate, 89.9% reset. You are currently on cell items inside the table. To navigate the cell within the table, press Control, Option, and then up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, or right arrow. To 90 rate, 89.9% reset. 90 rate, 89.9% edit button, column 4, row 2. In dialog, Alex contact, 89.9%, default 50, content selected, default edit text. 89.9%, default rate, 90, content selected, default rate, 90. You are currently on text field, 200 text field, type.
So we're gonna set it
5, 0. 9050. 0, 5, 0, 9. 5. 5, 0. 50. Space 50, 49, 50, 49.5, 7, 50, 49. Additional voice, OK, default, but customize language list table. System preferences, accessibility window, open voice, Zoom.us, Zoom share tool.
Sorry for that little hiccup, but I realized my VoiceOver was speaking at a mile a minute, and I needed to obviously have that set so that everyone could understand what my computer was saying.
Mute button.
No, it's...
Trackpad commander is already on. Trackpad commander off.
So basically we're in desktop. So I should mention with screen readers, you have what are known as modifier keys. So you may ask, what the heck are modifier keys? Those are the keys that basically tell, in conjunction with another keys, like another sequence of keys, are your one to two main keys that help, command your computer. So those are the main commanding keys. So what we're going to do is, in order to get to the dock, we're going to use our VO keys, which are the modifier keys. So we're going to use, so some people have it set to where it's caps lock option as their VO keys, but others have it mainly set to where it is control option as your VO keys. That's how I have mine set. So we're going to do a VOD.
Dock. Finder, open, 1 of 25. Actions available. You are currently on application dock item. To open this application, press Control, Option, Space.
So basically, you heard it cut off mid-sentence, with the screen reader. What I did is I pushed a key on my keyboard, and that is the Control key, also known as the Shut Up key. That is a most common screen reader command across all screen readers. VoiceOver, JAWS, Non-Visual Desktop Access, also known as NVDA, Chromevox, Microsoft Narrator. That is the main key that shuts the screen reader up. So, now, what we're going to do is, let's see. Let's go into, I'm trying to think. We'll go into PerkyDock, my Duxbury application. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the letter P.
Podcasts, open, 19 of 25.
On my
Actions
keyboard.
available. You are currently on application dock item. To open this application, press Control, Option, Space. To show expose, press Control, Option, Command, Space first to bring up the action menu.
So it seems like I don't have this on my dock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Command Space, which brings up Spotlight Search.
Podcast, window.
No.
Sidebar, table, selected, shows. Busy. Zoom.us, Zoom share toolbar window, system dialog, mute button, podcasts, ready. You are currently on a button. To click this button,
So we're
press
gonna do
Control,
command
Spotlight, search,
options.
window, search text field.
So I'm gonna type in
Y, Perky sell 2 items, space, D, Perky dep, U, K, Perky doc sell 2 items, complete, Safari, untitled, window, toolbar, space with Safari containing window untitled, Perky doc, Google search, web content.
Oh, we can use this as, navigating websites. So we're in web content. So I have it set, for my verbosity with this. So it will tell me you're currently in web content. In order to access the web content, you need to hit VO keys, Shift, and your down
Out of heading level
arrow.
1, accessibility links. Link, skip to main content, link, accessibility, Perky doc, search, combo box, clear button, Google search button, more, tools, filter by feature, collapsed, sidebar button, privacy report button. Perky doc, content selected, smart search field showing a secure address, edit text, download, zoom.us, zoom share tool,
So
desktop,
basically,
group, finder, desktop, 1.
I bet you asked, how could I, get to what I needed to do, close out that web page without my mouse? Well, I have the answer. So, that command key I told you about? You hold that key down and you tap the letter Q. And that is basically the equivalent to Alt F4 in Windows. Obviously, you really can't do Alt F4 on Mac because there's no Alt key, but so on and so forth. So then, I'm going to open a feature in VoiceOver settings.
Spotlight, Perky doc, text deleted. S, T, M, space, R, E. Finder, OneDrive, system preferences.
So we are going to go
S. Elana Elizabeth Char, Apple ID, image, Apple, family share, preference panes, scroll, Y, S. In preference panes, internet accounts, top, accessibility button. Loading accessibility, window, toolbar, system has new window. A. Toolbar. Accessibility features table, over, in accessibility, vision, voiceover. Out of accessibility features table, voiceover provides, to toggle voiceover, quickly press touch ID 3 times while holding the command key. You are currently on a text, enable voiceover, check.
So there's 2 features. There's like 2 buttons in here, since this whole system preferences window only gives you like vague, like instructions, and you can enable voiceover from system preferences. So,
Open voiceover training button.
So this is called VoiceOver Training. So VoiceOver Training is mainly used for new users of VoiceOver. So they would be able to learn how to use the screen reader and learn all the associated key commands with it. I'll open that in a little bit. And then
Open voiceover utility button.
there's something called VoiceOver Utility, which is used, to customize your VoiceOver settings. I will open that once I'm done with VoiceOver Training. So we're going to open VoiceOver Training
button. The VoiceOver Quick Start. In this Quick Start, you'll learn VoiceOver basics, as well as important VoiceOver commands to help you navigate on your Mac and use apps. You can exit the Quick Start at any time and finish it later. To advance through the Quick Start panels now, use the arrow keys located to the practice what you learn. Many Quick Start panels include an area where you can use the VoiceOver modifier. You enter VoiceOver commands by pressing the VoiceOver on system preferences, accessibility window.
There we go. And now we're going to go to VoiceOver Utility.
Open VoiceOver Utility button. VoiceOver Utility window.
So VoiceOver Utility is basically where you can change all the settings, like all your VoiceOver settings. So you were wondering, how was I having my VoiceOver speak at 95%? Well, and I was able to get it to 50. What I ended up doing is I went into VoiceOver settings, I went through the table list and navigated to speech, and then I navigated all the way to, the edit button. Basically I was in the dairy sections trying to find the eggs. So I clicked on the eggs and, well, was able to find the thing I was looking for, to put it kindly. So basically, that's how that works. That's like your main crash course on how to use VoiceOver. like so far, the basics.